In this lesson, we'll see how to format fields and perform some specific tasks that will typically need to be done with every report. To learn more about formatting fields, we're going to explore the formatting options in the Object Properties panel. One of the things we saw when we previewed our new report was that these first three statistics have decimal places, and since you can't have a part of a call answered or abandoned, we don't need these decimal places. We'll need to correct this in the details and in the footer sections. Let's expand the Details section and click on the Calls Offered field. In the Object Properties panel, click the Format drop-down list and choose a format that has no decimal places. Do the same thing for calls answered and calls abandoned. We need to do this in each of the footers as well, so now expand the Group Footer number 1 section and do the same thing. Repeat this for Group Footer number 2 and the Report footer. You may need to pause the video until you're done. Another thing we saw when we previewed our new report was that the column headers need to be updated so that they're easier to read and understand. Those column headers are located in the Page Header section, so let's expand that section. Click the first column, which is the timestamp column. Since this is a text field, in the Object Properties panel we can change this so that instead of timestamp it says date, so let's make that change. We'll need some of our fields to wrap to more than one line, so let's double the height of each column header. We'll change the height from 20 to 40 pixels. Let's also make these column headers bold and underlined. Next is Calls Offered. Let's just call this Offered and make this field 40 high, bold, and underlined. Next is Calls Answered. We'll change this to Answered, make it 40 high, bold, and underlined. Continue on, changing the field names to ones that make more sense for you. Make sure you set each field to have a height of 40, bold, and underlined. When you're done, your page header section should look something like this. In order to see how the actual report will look though, we'll need to close our preview window and launch it again. Now we can check our changes. Look over each of your column headers. Are they all completely legible? If not, go back and adjust them until they look good. Also notice how our peg count statistics don't have all of those decimal places any longer. This made a big change in the usability of the report, but we still have more to cover. In the next lesson, we'll learn more about moving and resizing fields.